Anthony joining us, telling us earlier last hour that the snow we saw this week was part of that same system down there, right, Anthony?
It certainly was.
Yeah.
You know, I was following our storm very closely. The first time I saw about that tornado was actually off of Tom Skilling's Facebook page, who I did an internship with back in the day at WGN. And, you know, I was going through Facebook and I came across his post, which was really long. And I was like, wow. You know, I mean, it's hard to believe that could happen in January, but it actually does more often than you think. Not all the time. It's not frequent, but it can happen. Not a whole lot of real warm and humid air necessarily gets into the pattern at this time of year, but it can happen from time to time, and it does a little bit more often once you get to, especially further into February. That second half of February, and then obviously March and April starts to ramp up. Even around here, we've been known to see a tornado or two in March. It's happened before. Do you remember 2012? When we were in the mid-80s in March? Yeah, there were a couple tornadoes I know on the other side of the state. I think it was like Dexter on the other side of the state. So things can change quickly once you get into the meteorological spring season. A few flurries around for tonight. Yes, monitoring a weekend system. I've been alluding to the potential for some snow. I don't think we're going to get buried on Sunday, but a few inches on the table. We'll see how that goes as we progress over the next couple of days. And seasonably cold for the next 7 days. I talked about that in the 6 o'clock show earlier. There aren't really clear signs that a warm-up, a January thaw, a February thaw is in the offing. There aren't necessarily signs that we're going to get just wiped out with frigid air either. However, I think that second option of getting the frigid air might actually have a better chance over the next few weeks than real warm stretches, because Canada is going to be filling up with some barbarically cold air. And from time to time, you know, you get that close in southern Canada, all it takes is one system, strong low pressure system, to come by and pull it down. So we're going to watch that closely. Right now, we've already got some pretty chilly air, the coldest air of the season nearby. You go northward into northern Canada, northwestern Canada, and eastern Alaska. That's where the coldest air on the map in North America is at present. And look at this. We've got all the clouds on this side of the lake. No shocker, often the case in the winter season with the effect off Lake Michigan. How about the other side of the lake? Clear skies, 15 in Chicago. That's O'Hare, the airport, and then northward into Milwaukee. Observations, the similar conditions with light winds pretty much everywhere around the Midwest, no higher than about 5 to 10, perhaps 15 miles per hour, but just enough of a breeze to knock that wind chill to 10 degrees. And we'll probably be in the single digits in some locations here with these breezes in the overnight and right on through daybreak tomorrow morning. A little lake effect, weak baby band coming on in across extreme southern and western Van Buren counties, soon to take up residence over Berrien County. So when you continuously get flurries and light snow showers with temperatures as cold as we've got them, yeah, eventually you're going to accrue a dusting, a coating, maybe an inch or so. Look out for that in Berrien County overnight tonight. This system heading off the mid-Atlantic seaboard, getting some snow very nearby Washington, D.C. there, but snow amounts that are under control because it's a progressive system, never wrapping up into a monster. This system here, there's actually two I've got. The one on the northern side, that's going to catch up quickly with the one just off the coast of California. That's the system I'm watching as it takes a southeasterly track. Will bring some substantial rains. They could use it into Southern California over the next 24 to 36 hours. That's the one that will eject, come across the southern Rocky Mountains, and perhaps bring some snow in here later this week. I'll show you another model in just a moment. Some lake effect flurries, light snow showers begin to start to come inland a little bit tomorrow late morning and afternoon as the winds shift from the north to the west. So we may get a time where a couple flurries can reach their way into Grand Rapids. That's going to mean an increase in clouds once again throughout the day. Maybe some breaks for sun, though, particularly in the morning. Here's the European model. Any real important moisture off to our east and really over the Atlantic Ocean. Here comes the system we're watching for the weekend. Takes the track up from Kansas into Missouri into Illinois. And then does it continue to have a little bit of a northerly component to its track or start to dive a bit southeastward? It's an odd track to go to the southeast after it's been moving to the northeast, but models showing kind of something like that. How far northward it gets will dictate how far that snow band gets. Right now, I think we're going to get some snow on Sunday. As I said, a few inches on the table, especially the further south you reside in the viewing area. It's looking winter-like finally, though. Temps in the 20s and lower 30s.